Styles make fights. Styles make fights. Who did I hear say that? Styles make fights. Styles make fights. I heard somebody say that shit, man. I think that was Coach Calvin, man. Yeah. He ain't gonna let us do what we do. Yup, sure we did. Man, you know me, man. I be listening to y'all niggas. I was listening to y'all niggas Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Too bad I couldn't hit that link, man. You know, I wanted to go to this video that I wanted to show y'all that I watched a little long time ago. So I gotta, at least show a little love to this guy Page, man. Shout out. Y'all go subscribe to Skill of Boxing. That's SKILLR Boxing. Great content and a lot of great breakdowns, man. I'm a breakdown type of guy. Breakdown, I gotta get the breakdown, man. You gotta give me the, how is it gonna happen, man? Like a motherfucker, I'm gonna slap the shit out you, nigga. Okay, I gotta know how that's gonna happen and what the fuck am I gonna be doing while you slapping the shit out of me? I ain't gonna be clutching, I ain't gonna be reaching, I ain't gonna be doing none of that, I ain't gonna fight back either. Shout out to Skill of Boxing, man. Y'all go check this shit out. This shit is wicked, man. We gonna watch Shakur.
Hello, Skiller fans. Today, we will analyse one of the rising stars in boxing. A style labelled as bulletproof because of this unbreakable defence and the lack of holes in his game. So let's dive into the breakdown and understand why this may just be the most solid defence in boxing.
Look at that angle, man. Look at these angles.
In this breakdown, we will learn exactly what makes his defense so good.
Hold up, BFTB. You hold on for 1 second. We getting off of Knockout Boxing 86 TV right now. And we gonna get back over there on BFTB. Let's rewind that part twice. Run that mother loving track back. Shout out to Skill of Boxing. I'm gonna tag you in the video. I remembered you. Hey, run that back, Skiller. Share this with Twitter.
In this breakdown, we will learn exactly what makes his defense so good, and some of his most
I know for a fact he just rolled something.
In this breakdown, we will learn exactly what makes his defense so good, and some of his most underappreciated tactics that make him such a solid boxer.
Hold on.
You will find the survey in the description.
I wasn't able to get on the panel tonight. He saw me on the backstage. In the backstage, he ain't let me up because I was about to tell him none of them guys prepared to beat out Shakur Stevens. All them guys had losses was prepared to fight him. Nobody has figured out Shakur yet. So
yeah.
I don't understand where you get Zepeda just gonna be the one that's just gonna he gonna be the one to figure out Shakur. I highly doubt that. So
you about to see why they was ducking him all them years.
Yeah, and you made that point a couple weeks ago, and that's a great point, bro. Like, it's the reason why Oscar said he had never put him in the ring with Shakur.
So basically, you saying that he saw you backstage, because I see everybody when they backstage, and you are a more prolific boxing talker than anybody that he ever has on his show. So for him to not pull you up, and for me not to be able to hit the link and participate in the chat, it kind of got me thinking he didn't want that bad.
Right, you said I'm gonna do a video on it though, addressing everything he said because I wasn't able to get on the panel talk about it. And it was a great little thing he got. You know what I'm saying? He got one. You know what I'm saying? Good boxing talk, bro.
Yeah.
He missing some key points, bro.
Just
a whole lot of stuff.
Make sure you tag him so he won't think you're slick talking behind his back.
Yeah. I'm gonna say his name and everything here for sure. There ain't gonna be none of that.
Please, dude. We don't want any trouble because we know he has it tucked in his lap at all times.
All times, man.
But I was listening, and I heard him say that Shakur only steps back. and doesn't hold up and doesn't use angles.
He said that again?
He does not use angles.
Shakur doesn't use angles? Oh man.
Don't roll with punches.
Yeah,
That's what BFTB said. He don't roll with the punches.
Yo, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. But I know that's why you went live, though, bro. I was itching to get my, you know what I'm saying, get my thoughts out about that shit too.
Yeah, I don't like that because that's not true.
Yeah.
That's a lie, in fact.
Yeah. Well, all these southpaws that he talking about, all them guys got beat before Cepeda fought them. All of them. All of them had losses. Shakur ain't got no losses. Ain't nobody been able to figure him out. So, I don't really, that's a terrible point. None of them guys box like Shakur Stevenson. None of them. Tevin Farmer was the closest, and that's not even the same, bro. That's a 2-level gap to me.
Shakur gonna step on your feet and everything, man.
Tell you, bro. All them punches. You too. All them punches and stuff, man. Y'all let that shit get y'all, bro. That shit.
He's standing right there in front of you too.
Yeah, that shit don't mean nothing. Out of all them boxers that you named, knockout, how many of those guys was in the top 5 and plus minus? Come on, man. Like, Shakur is number 1 by a mile. Ain't nobody. I think Bivol is second. He like 18 points. Shakur is 21.7. Man, come on, man.
Why you have to get I'm trying to show him.
This nigga too precise, bro.
Yeah, he too accurate, too timing, hand speed, precision. Like, bro, it's not even. Y'all gonna see though, bro. Y'all gonna see.
He just rolled out on this nigga, but he don't use angles. He just stepped back. He going lateral now.
What fight you looking at?
I'm just looking at a lot of, compilations of his fights. It's a boxing channel called Skiller. Skiller.
Yeah,
Skiller.
I'm subscribed to them.
Yeah, Skiller Boxing got a great breakdown.
Yeah, that bulletproof joint. It's like bulletproof or something like
that. Bulletproof. Mm-hmm. Oh, we be on the same shit. We be on the same shit, huh?
I watch it. I study that shit. Like,
we nerds, homie. That's what they don't understand. We the righteous nerds. We ain't the mad scientists that's gonna get in the lab and try to put shit in the food and make these niggas all soft and sensitive. We gonna put nutritious food out there for you to eat. There ain't no sense in capping. Like, okay. The only sense in capping is the fact you trying to get some money out of this shit.
Yeah, so you create controversy because you know that's gonna get people talking. You know what I'm saying? But like but it's like to a point. It get to a point, bro, where it's like, at what point do you stop bullshitting though? You know what I'm saying?
You don't. You got to go to the end with this shit, G. You gotta go to the end. You gotta go all the way to the end so Tank just get beat the fuck up.
Yeah, at this point, bro. Because that's what it's looking like. That's what's gonna happen for these niggas to stop doing what they're doing.
You got to see these angles that Shakur using though. They showing you. They illustrating it. A good pivot, a good pivot here and there. We get off that center line. We don't just go straight back, step back. There's all kinds of things that a masterclass boxer can do, though. He don't just have to, use angles. If you can't master the step back, why should I exude extra energy?
All right. Make it make sense, Partois.
Like, I want to make it simple,
Yeah, as simple as you can, bro. That's where the IQ comes into play.
What did the Army say? Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh, yeah, they probably did say that back in the day.
Mm-hmm. KISS.
Simple, stupid. For sure.
That's what they say.
Man. And then another thing about like we talking boxing, bro. So another thing about Shakur, they say he don't roll with shots, so he don't use head movement. I don't have to do any of those things if I master distance. If I got the distance, I stay out of the way, even having to do all that. And that's exerting extra energy anyway when you're doing all that extra shit.
You see how he just turned this man and went behind Oscar Valdez?
Mm-hmm. That's correct, the angle. He corrected the angle in the Edwin Davis Santos fight as well. He
did a 360. He did a rotation. He rotated and turned him and got right behind him, like Adrian Broner did to Maidana and hunched him.
Yeah.
Step on the outside, pin the guard, punch the body.
That's the angle, right?
You doing that to Ugas. You gotta put your head in a diagonal angle to do that.
Yeah. That's correct angle, right there. So
you have to look at the angle of his head. It's not in the center line. You have to create an angle to do that. So hit the body shot and pin the guard and pin the head. Pin the guard to the head. You have to create an angle to do that. That's another example of an angle. Here come the rollout, the pivot, the step out. He stepped out. Did you see that? I'm going to rewind that for the people that don't know about angles. Watch his front foot. Hold on. Front foot steps out. Let me rewind it because I didn't blow it up like I was supposed to. All right, watch the front foot. The front foot creates an angle. Step out, pivot. With some plyometrics. Ooh, he did some plyometrics. Y'all know anything about plyometrics, boys and girls?
Teach the class.
Plyometrics is when you explode off your feet, and he left both of his feet in the air to make a turn. He stepped over the left foot in plyometric turn with the pivot instead of a regular pivot. Now he's pinning and manipulating the guard. Oscar Valdez's face was blood red. Great angle to hit and stab the body. Moving out to another side, not going straight back, just pivoting. While catching him, touching his head. He could have threw a hook there. He wanted to make sure he got his feet right. Great double jab. This guy's a master, bro.
He's master of the sport of boxing, bro. And then you know what's crazy about it, man? The dude ain't up but 27.
That's it, like, and he gonna learn more. Bro. He learning.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling y'all, man, that shit.
Bro.
Now he's getting comfortable at 135.
How old are you?
I'm 26, bro.
Bro, you know how much more learning you got to do, man? You got a lot.
I got a whole lot.
Bro, I got a lot more learning to do. God is giving us the ability to learn until we die.
Yeah.
And the younger you are, the more knowledge you can receive, because if you are living a lifestyle of seeking knowledge at a young age, you're going to be real wise at an old age, man. If you the type of guy that just want to thug it and kick it every day and smoke and drink and pop it, you ain't going to learn shit.
All right.
If you have a closed mind, you're not going to learn shit. You heard the beautiful breakdowns of the fights today. I even gave the props to the Tank fans. Yeah. And shouted out a way Tank can probably beat Shakur.
It's definitely a way.
I know you just seen that hook that Shakur did. When he threw that hook, he created an angle. He turned his head and rolled with it, and the punch landed on Shakur's shoulder. That's an angle. That's an angle.
It's just the fact that we done got to the point where you comparing guys like Maxie Hughes and Cabrera to Shakur Stevenson.
No, Tevin Farmer. That's not an angle. I think I got to slow it down for the Texas boys.
Yeah, for the Texas niggas, man. You got to slow it down for them, bro. You got to chop and screw that shit for them, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I got to slow this down for the Texas boys, man.
Yeah, that's the only way they can get it, bro. You chop and screw it.
I'm just trying to figure out why they say he don't use angles. Like when BFTV say he don't roll with punches. Watch, this is an angle and a roll. He knew the punch was coming, so he turned his head, and the man hit the shoulder instead of Shakur's face. This is all angles, homie. I got to show this hook. Yeah, but he did it while knowing the man was throwing his left hook. Knowing.
See, yep. And that goes back to the point. Hey, did you hear what Sean Porter said about him?
No.
Sean Porter said Shakur Stevenson's the only boxer he been in the ring with where he make defensive moves before the guy even does an offensive move. He makes a defensive move first before you make your offensive move.
Bro,
he already ahead of you.
Bro, don't you know that's how I teach my children how to fight?
By making them do a defensive move before their opponent get their shit off, right?
You know why I teach them that? Because that's what my uncles, and God bless the dead, my old school OGs taught me how to fight. They always taught me to move and block and roll with a punch even if a nigga ain't swinging at you. Just to keep moving, just to, get it in your head that this is what you need to do like clockwork, man. And keep switching it up all the time. Don't never do the same thing that's side to side. Don't keep doing that shit. If you go side, roll under. If you go to the left side, roll under. If you go back, drop your shoulder. If you drop your shoulder, roll under. If you don't want to roll under, come back up. Don't never cross that center line. Always move your head. Put the guard. Block. Act like a nigga throwing two hooks at you and block. And just keep your hands up there. Paw at his hand. Stop his punches from coming. And even if he ain't punching, act like you're stopping his punches from coming. Feint. Step in. Step back. Roll, nigga. Jump back. Step in. Just try to see what he gonna do. Yeah, man, they always used to make us do that. We used to be tired as hell before we threw one punch.
Yeah.
And it's all about, if you don't know where the fuck my head is, and you throw a punch and I'm doing a defensive move and that punch is past my shoulder, I can counter you with my footwork and hit you with one punch and get up out of there again if I ain't got no power. And you're going to be mad chasing me because I done caught you, and you're going to swing wild, and I'm going to roll under just like my uncle said and catch you with one more punch. I ain't got to keep throwing a whole bunch of punches. I ain't got to let my hands go. I just want to hit you and make you mad because I ain't got no power. I know I can't knock you out. Most of the motherfuckers I fought, my uncle made me fall way bigger than me, so I knew I couldn't hurt them. I just wanted to hit their ass and get away with them like Speedy Gonzalez. I like Tank do. You can't hit me. That was me.
Yep, that shit frustrated the shit out of there.
Nigga mad, want to wrestle. Now they want to grab you. Now they want to wrestle and fight. You know what I'm saying? And hit you on the back of your head when they get you on the ground because they bigger than you.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy, man. But it's not ain't nothing that I'm like shocked by though.
I ain't shocked either. It's funny. I love proving them niggas wrong, homie.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Because it's funny to me.
He would not let me up on the panel, bro. Like, I'm talking about, I waited up a good 5 minutes. Like,
that nigga mad at
you. Know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
That nigga mad. He heard you. He know he watch everything now. You better be careful. You watching right now. You know it.
Oh man, I just wanted to talk some boxing, bro. Shit.
Oh man, you know that this is true.
I just wanted to talk some boxing. I'm sorry, bro. Like, that's it. Cause ain't nobody else they, combat what he was saying because they just wasn't thinking like, I'm saying on that level. But I mean, you naming guys that already had losses before they got to Cepeda. Like, that ain't nothing special. Like, these guys already been beaten, bro. You talking about a fight in Shakur Stevenson who hasn't been beaten yet. Ain't never really been in no type of struggle for real. And the struggle he was in was due to himself with injuries. So man, it's like, I don't really know what you're trying to get at.
Did you see that shit Coach Kenny said?
Nah, man, break it to me.
Jordan Smith, Pharaoh, what's up, man? I just had to check the chat out, man. I ain't even check the chat out. Nah, let me play what this motherfucker said, man. He funny as shit, nigga.
Make sure I can hear it.
Alright, I'm gonna play it on the screen. Hold on. I just had to. get myself together. But he funny as shit, bro. Coach Kenny, bravo, bro. Bravo, man. You the troll of the year, homie.
Thanks.
Coach Kenny, you the troll of the year, bro. Straight up. You ain't nobody gonna take your title no time soon, man. You ain't got nothing to worry about, bro. Where this nigga at? Here you go. He was on what's the name show? Marco Boxing, man. Funny nigga, man. Funny. Is this the part where I think no, I gotta go rewind that shit. Let me see if this the part.
So I was asking something before, so I'm curious of your opinion on this as a coach, right? Do you think it's okay for a fighter?
Who's that, Keystone?
Fighter?
Man. I'm about to ride with the better skill fighter, Keyshawn.
Is this it?
His timing might be off. You know, clearly outboxing. Rated.
I kind of agree with you, actually. And defensively, I think, okay.
Damn, where that shit? Hold up.
So I was asking something before, so I'm curious.
I got it on my phone. Hold on. I'm finna look at the timestamp on my phone. Alright, the timestamp. What does the timestamp say? Hold on, bro. I gotta get this shit. Damn, where this shit at, nigga? Man, I can't get it. I'm gonna have to clip this shit.
Okay. No, I get it. What was the center around though?
He was talking about Tank.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I won't speak on it more. He didn't take Tank's power.
He said he didn't take Tank power.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Who, Rose did?
Yeah.
Okay. So how can you sit there and say that with a straight face, bro? The camp now.
He didn't. He was laughing. That's why I'm trying to let me try to find this nigga laughing, man.
Let's move on to the next.
Okay.
They'll understand in the future.
Okay.
This nigga funny, bro.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Fuck that. I'm finna clip it, dog. Don't worry about it.
He didn't take Tank's power.
I'm finna clip that shit right now. You know how I do.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay.
He said, I'm gonna leave that at that. He ain't take Tank power. I'm clipping it. I'm clipping that. And I don't even want Marco's face on this shit. I just want you to concentrate on this troll, man.
He said, Roach ain't take Tank power.
Alright, so let me see. We at 40%, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Bing! Right out the oven, folks. Let me get my cord. Man, these niggas funny, bro. Hey, bro, they keep you going, man, because sometimes you be down and out, and, you know, you need a good laugh or two. You just go to YouTube, man.
Hey, hold on real quick, Coach.
Go ahead.
Real quick, bro. Real quick, I'm going to mute real quick.
Say, like the Shakur grandpa said, these other guys have never been the best in the world at this point in their career. Shakur was world level in the amateurs all the way up until now. First show, say they call it running in the DLF, the De Los Santos fight, but all Cole was doing was keeping the fight in the center of the ring. Man, you know they gonna call it what they want to because everybody fell asleep. Who the fuck he calling? Alright, let me do this shit again. Hey, Blunt. You alright, brother? Brother. Put this in here. Bro. Yo, tripping. He's the big nigga. He's the big homie face ass nigga. That nigga called him the big nigga, the big homie. He's the big nigga. He's the big homie. You get anything off. I'm talking about anything off on Shakur and Spawn. It's just like having a good day, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. A nigga talk that way about another man. I just, you know, the way the shit moving in the division part of the statement really got me. Cause I want to know how the shit moving in the division, Jordan. This nigga still calling people. Blunt look like he eats sausage patties for dinner. And for breakfast. And nigga keep his breakfast food in a Tupperware bowl and take it to work with him. And be eating sausage links. Nigga be eating sausage links. Hold on, man. This shit fucking up. Hold up. Alright, let's see if this works. You say the way truth come to the light is crazy. It's gonna do that, bro. And it's gonna be ugly for them niggas, man. Cause they know they wrong, bro. They know they wrong, man. You know you hating, homie.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'm back.
Hey, the crowd want to know what you brought to work for lunch in your lunchbox.
Nothing.
You ain't bring no sausage link patties or nothing.
Bro.
Ah.
I told you I was down 15, bro. You must think I'm a joke, bro.
Ah. I thought you had some patties. You know, they say you used to keep your breakfast patties for dinner, all the way to dinner time. You know, after you eat breakfast, you have some left over, you take it to work with you for dinner. Like you eat the breakfast sausages. And you know, the patties.
Oh, word.
And the McDonald's patties. Huh?
You must be hungry, bro.
They say you eat hot sausage patties for breakfast and dinner. I eat hot sausage peppers. Roger Woods. Hey, when I was a meat eater though, I used to get them Roger Woods or any one of them sausages, man. Throw it in that skillet, cut it open, and make sure that bitch burnt crispy, nigga. You hear me? And put that bitch on some bread with some mustard and some cheese and some shit like that, nigga. It's over with. Nigga, the bologna too. You know, we was poor, so we used to get that thick ass bologna from the meat man. We get that bologna and smash it in that skillet, make it black, and make a good ass sandwich, nigga. That'd be the days right there, boy. The motherfucking burnt bologna sandwich. No, I'm a vegetarian now, brother. That was a vegetarian burger. We put them things on the grill, boy. It was nice.
Listen, bro, you already gave it up. You said you was eating regular burgers, you were waiting for your veggie burger to get down.
So you trying to knock? So now you want to knock out Boxing 86 TV me?
I'm just telling the truth.
Now you want to knock out Boxing 86 TV me?
I'm telling the truth, bro. You eat meat, bro.
That's crazy,
You
man.
talking about you don't eat no meat. I'm not eating meat. Put a piece of fried chicken in front of you, you gonna try it.
You're not right, brother. Don't mislead the people. Don't you pull no knockout on me.
That's funny.
Don't you do that to me.
That nigga KQ said, fuck you.
Man, that nigga KQ said, if I wanted to press you, I would've. You would've what? I wanna know, nigga. I wanna know what KQ would've did, boy. That would've been funny, dude. What, you gonna go back to the 80s? All your homies gone, man.
Hey, you know you need to cut that shit out, well. I know.
They got too many cameras, KC. You can't get away with murder no more.
You start that shit, bro.
KC, you know they brought the cameras to Chicago in the mid-90s.
They still ain't solving shit, man, with them cameras, bro.
No, hell no. Niggas still pulling stunts right in front of the cameras, like on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Instagram Live.
80% of their murders don't get solved, bro.
Hey, you see what Jordan said? He say look like that shit official, boy.
What he talking about?
T.O. and Dale.
Oh, word.
I love the fight, man, because we gonna see if Devin is ruined. If Devin is ruined, T.O. gonna beat that boy.
Yeah. That's a good fight.
Because T.O. got footwork. T.O. can move. He can go lateral. He can go step back. He ain't got that much crack up there at that weight, but he got more crack than Devin, goddammit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And if he got, and like you say, I always go with what you say now, because you said it. T.O. plays up to the level of his competition.
He do.
And I believe that if he get in there with Devin, they got history. And he used to be El Gordo, but El Gordo gonna come back, nigga. And if Devin don't want to let his hands go and be shy, gun shy like he was in his last fight, which I'm okay with him doing that in this last fight. I keep telling y'all that. But not in this fight right here. You say trying to figure out why Chick is not on sale on July 12th yet. I'm thinking the venue not official. Man, it ain't official until them niggas throw a punch.
Yeah, word, bro. I don't trust the player, but
It ain't
that shit in the ring first.
You seen my homeboy did some pussy nigga shit in the ring when the jogger, FL jogger. Soon as he walked in the ring, he went and stepped right back out the ring and left before the fucking bell rang. He wasn't even finna fight a jogger. Talking about some money. Nah, nigga.
He said the money went all right.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. You should have not even came out there then.
All right, hey, I can say something about that Devin and T.O. joint.
Go ahead. This your show, nigga. This ain't my show.
Devin can't go 3 for 13.
3 for 13? Bro, I gotta play that shit, nigga.
Yeah, play it, bro. That shit funny.
The way he said it though.
Yeah.
It ain't the fact that Tank was 3 for 13. It's just that we used to Tank not throwing no punches, but the way that man said 3 for 13. Yeah. And it was 40-some seconds left in the round, nigga.
Yeah, 13. You threw 13 punches, bro.
3 of them landed, nigga.
They probably gave him that round.
Uh-oh, here you go.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. So is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
no. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
Okay.
They'll understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Hold on.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna leave that
Coach
at
Kenny.
That. Okay.
You forgot. That nigga Lamont Roach got on live. I guess he was capping too. I guess he capping. Hey, you forgot that Lamont Roach came on there and was like Tank caught him with that motherfucking shot. And you know, they was talking throughout the whole fight. You know, they friends anyway. But he was like, damn, I thought you had some power, nigga. He said, shit, I thought you had some power, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Flipping coins and doing interviews and shit. He sleep.
What's going on? Where you gotta go? You need to go to the ER? Yeah. All right, sure.
Let me play this shit for you, dog. This nigga funny as shit, man. 3 for 13? Well, I gotta let you hear Coach Kenny again, man. You ain't heard him. So I'm gonna play him on my live. Funny nigga there, boy. Got to be more careful. I'm disappointed in Willie D, man. That used to be my guy, man. Let me see where I'm at. On my live. Funny nigga there, boy. Alright, let me rewind it, man. He like, damn, I thought you had some power, nigga. He said, shit, I thought you had some power, nigga. Hold up. Got on live, I guess he was capping shit off.
Okay.
Here you go.
Let's move on to.
Is that so?
3 of them landed, nigga.
We're probably gay on that round.
Uh-oh, here you go. Here you go.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. So is that so? The camp now.
What are you laughing
I
for?
wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
You say they gonna understand in the future.
I'm a.
You heard him?
Yeah, I heard that shit.
And then he laughed, bro. What the fuck is so funny, nigga?
You a troll, man.
That nigga know he be trolling, bro. That nigga, hey, I'm telling you, I was locked up with them niggas for over 10 years, dog. That's what they do for fun, is troll, nigga. You think I'm bullshitting, bro. Them niggas is, dog, if it's a whole bunch of DC or a whole bunch of Baltimore niggas on the compound, nigga, it's gonna be trouble. Cause niggas that ain't from Baltimore and DC don't get it. That's why I be laughing at these niggas, man. They don't be meaning no harm. That's just how they have fun. That's how they joke. It's troll, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, man. They be hating on motherfucking each other a lot too, man. Especially DC and Baltimore. Them niggas be hating, boy. I know, nigga. Ask sports prediction how them niggas be going back and forth with them DC niggas and the Baltimore niggas be going back and forth with. I'm telling you. It's troll central. It ain't no different than Chicago, nigga, cause them niggas from Chicago, now that they got social media, it used to be politicking in the clubs and the nightclubs back before social media, but now on social media, enemies will get on there, you'll think they best friends. They be in there joking and shit and asking where they gonna kick it at and shit. Like, man, what y'all gonna be? Y'all gonna be kicking it on the south side tonight, man? Nah, man, I don't know. We might be on the west side, knowing damn well they ain't gonna be on the west side, cause they trying to get your location so they can murder you.
Right.
They done did a whole live with you, joking and kicking and laughing, having you bust a gut, boy. You really like this nigga now. This nigga cool as fuck, but you know once you see him, you gonna have to kill him now. That's ultimate trolling.
Ultimate.
That nigga said he didn't feel Tank power, bro. I don't even want to play.
No, he didn't say. That's not what he said.
What he said?
He said he didn't take power. You know what that mean when you say somebody didn't take something? That mean he didn't take it. Like he didn't take it to.
I mean, potato, man. All right, man.
Nah, I ain't letting you get over that.
You know, potato. He didn't take the power. He didn't feel the power. He didn't receive the power. He didn't get a piece of the power. He did not get Tank's power. Even though he said that, and I saw that punch. I saw after he took a knee, Tank punching as hard as he can in the whole fight, and he wore out and got tired.
And then that was something Tank fans were using, though. We don't know how he would have reacted. That was kind of the knockdown. Yes, we do.
He thought it was a knockdown.
Yeah, yes, we do.
He thought
exactly how that's going.
when your mind, your mind thought it was a knockdown because you said it after the fight. Oh, that's why I got the draw, because they're knockdown. I messed up. You fucked up. You can't talk, Tank. He not that smart, bro. I'm gonna keep it G. He not that smart. He need Floyd or somebody like Leonard Ellerby to talk. Why Leonard ain't been talking to him?
Leonard is still Floyd, man.
You know, Leonard Ellerby knew Floyd Mayweather for over 25 years. That's a quarter of a century. Some of these niggas ain't been alive for a quarter of a century.
So that's loyalty, bro.
Loyalty. Fair East. Hey, that's that Fair East Side loyalty.
I don't fully thinking Leonard Ellerby there just to be there. He don't look. Leonard don't put Floyd him over here. Okay. And motherfucker got eyes on you, nigga.
Hey, run this shit back one more time, bro. On the screen. You can't see it. I want the folks to hear it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on him more. He didn't take Tank's power.
This nigga said he didn't take his power.
So I'm gonna leave that at that.
Fuck out.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay.
What did he take?
So okay. Is that so? The camp now.
Danger.
I wish you could elaborate, but
No.
Why you laughing for?
Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
That's how you know a nigga be
I
trolling.
understand in the future.
okay.
Nigga can't
I
hold a
get
straight
it.
poker face. You ain't got no poker face, nigga.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on him more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now. I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
I understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on him more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now. I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
I understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on him more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now. I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
I understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on him more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now. I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
I understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on him more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now. I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
I understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um,
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Is that so the camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No, let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um,
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Is that so the camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No, let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um,
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Is that so the camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No, let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um,
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Is that so the camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No, let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um,
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Is that so the camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No, let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um,
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Is that so the camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No, let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um,
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Is that so the camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No, let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um,
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Is that so the camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No, let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um,
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So that's
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So that's
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So that's
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So that's
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So that's
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So that's
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So that's
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So that's
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it. Um.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now? I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay.
Roach has landed 8 of 26. Davis just 3 of 13. He landed. Stunning affairs here in round 10 where Roach has landed 8 of 26. Davis just 3 of 13. Texas boys on the rise. Texas boys on the rise. Texas boys on the rise. Stunning affairs here in round 10 where Roach has landed 8 of 26. Davis just 3 of 13. Stunning affairs here in round 10 where Roach has landed 8 of 26. Davis just 3 of 13. One more time. Stunning affairs here in round 10 where Roach has landed 8 of 26. Davis just 3 of 13.
Shot there, though, from Davis.
Oh man, you couldn't hear me? That's crazy, my bad. But I just want y'all to see that motherfucking tank saying on my eye. Hold up, let me go back to that shit, nigga. This nigga was having breathing problems or something, man. Huh? I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm good. Let's go. You know what I'm talking about? That's what it looked like to me, nigga. Shout out to Booby. Run that shit back. Nah, run that shit back. You see him take that deep breath? But you see why he did that. That boy was touching that boy. Touch. Hey, penetrate that guard. Step back like you about to look at the referee again, nigga. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Politics. It's a conspiracy I'm talking about right here. I just look at Tank and look like he catching his breath. I'm alright. And you see Lamont Roach shake his head like, alright now. You know, they go back to the part where he was tangled and twisted on them ropes, man. You know, I don't want to hear that shit. Talking about Tank wasn't twisted up on them ropes, man. Get out of here, man. He penetrated that man's shit, man. That man had to step back. Step back. Nigga. Damn, bro, you hitting me too hard, dog. Where that video at, nigga? Yeah, nigga, fuck that. Matter of fact, where the mother... Thank you for being a friend. Where the fuck is my shit at, nigga? I know I was watching that shit earlier, dog. I was going through all kind of shit, man. All kind of video. Where the fuck is that shit at? Is that it? No, that ain't it. Hold on, let me see. Let me see right here. No, man, where the fuck was that at? I wanted to play this too, but that ain't the one I wanted to motherfucking play, man. I'm finna find that bitch right quick. Hold up.
Roach.
Run that bitch back.
Yes. Right there, that final exchange. What did you want to say to him?
He a front runner like anybody else that fought.
He a front runner like anybody else that fought.
Hey, whoa. You know, the Texas boys, man, you gotta slow that bitch down for the Texas boys, man. You know, he disrespected Lamont Rose like all the other people he fought. Hold on, run that.
Right there, that final exchange. What did you want to say to him?
He a front runner like anybody else that fought.
He a front runner like anybody else that fought.
Oh, okay, yeah, I found that video. Hold on. Let me see. Let me type that bitch in there. Hold on. Lamont Rose did fight his friend, man. Y'all don't want me to play that shit. Lamont Roach fought his friend. Let's see what pop up. Let's see what pop up. Yep, so did. I'ma play it again now.
Thank you for being a friend.
Ooh.
Ding, ding, ding. See how you pull that.
That's all I wanted to see right there. You know what I'm saying? Then when I go back to the fight, and that part where he was just standing there like, come on, nigga, what you doing? Nigga, you catching your breath? You okay? He just froze, you know, he just stood there for like 3 or 4 seconds. Then Tank came back like, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Time back in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas giving each other timeouts and shit. Time out, nigga, don't hit me, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like to me, because you was catching your breath, breathing all deep. And you know what I'm saying? Then you say, I'm all right. I had to slow that shit down. You know, I be trying to lip read, man. He ain't say I'm all right. Sound like Martin, like, I'm all right. You know, somebody, you know what I'm saying? The Baltimore, D.C. niggas really say, enunciate their words, you know, kind of with that proper, you know, not down south. So, and we say more. Yeah, we say more. You know what I'm saying? You say more, we say more. You say 4, we say 4. What up? That for me to do. You know what I'm saying? On some MJG shit. But yeah, you see his man tangled and twisted up there in the ropes. You see that man arm right? That arm right there cannot throw a punch unless you gonna loop that bitch over and boop. You gonna do some. Where that foot at? Where that foot at? Where that mother loving foot at? You got yourself a right hand. You know what I'm saying? You know that right hand deadly too now. But both of your hands down by your side, brother. I need to rewind that because you did pull a punch. You pulled a punch on that brother. You had him lined up right there, getting ready to put his back against the rope. Your boxing IQ, you say, I heard you, Bluntsport, say his man boxing IQ higher than Tank. How dare you? He couldn't have no higher IQ than Tank, man, if he ain't do what he... Look at this shit. You know, thank you for being a friend, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Thank. Ooh, I could have hit you right there. I could have hit you, nigga. Now you better tighten up. Alright, now I'm finna get you. Thank. Oh man, he fainted twice and didn't commit. I don't want to see that again, brother. It's going a little too fast for me. What you think? That look like you pulled a punch right there. I don't know. I need to put the 0.25 in. That's how I do my fight studies. I like to go to 0.25 and study the fights. Now I try to see everything that's going on. Let me check this out in the 0.25. Let's look at that left hand first. The left hand fainted. Then he almost caught him with that motherfucking punch. He was right there at his head. I think we try to pause that shit. You know, that punch looked like it was just about to land too, brother. You got your little pillow fist. You probably wouldn't have hurt him. Yeah, faint him. Right there. Right there. You knew Tank was gonna come up with that uppercut, didn't you? That's why you ain't hit him? That's why you ain't go through with the punch? Why you ain't go through with that little punch, man? That would have been a good little punch for you right there. I saw you put your shoulder into that shit and you pulled it. What you pull it for? I just want to rewind that shit again, G, because, you know, you pulled that punch. You say, but thank you. That's what Tank, you know what I'm saying? That's why that nigga changed the number on you, because you shouldn't have did that there. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this nigga. He listen to me. He ain't gonna hit me. I ain't gonna pay him shit. Fuck him. You ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win, nigga. I don't care what you do. I don't care. Look at that fight. I could have got you, nigga. What you stopped for? Oh, that's why, because you seen that uppercut coming. You had to brace for that shit. Swipe. Oh, where your feet at? Where your arm at? Why you got your hands down all low, man? That's your, man. Come on, man. Do something, bro. Look at his feet. Hold on, man. Look at the feet. Don't look at the arms no more. He already tangled and twisted. You know, you need to look at these feet. I need to see these feet. Can you see the feet? See the leg? It look like he got one leg right there. You know, and you can see Lamont Roach got that separation between his legs. You know, and it look like Tank just got one little bitty old leg right there. Because this shit crossed. You ain't supposed to have your legs crossed like that there. You out of position there, brother, with both your little hands down. A quick little feint up top and then pop to the body, boy. You know, you got your hands down, man. Act like you're going up there, man. You know, you just feinted, at the beginning, you just feinted right there with your little left hand. You know what I'm saying? Feint with your right. Feint with your, act like you're gonna throw a motherfucking right cross, nigga. Act like you're gonna throw a right cross that Tank. Cause look at his feet. You just seen him come off the road. Look at his feet. Now look at him. Now he going lateral. He pulling a Devin Haney on me. You pulling a Devin Haney on me. What's the business?
Hey, bro, you know what's crazy?
What's up?
Devin Haney and Tank fought on the same day.
What you mean?
You didn't see what I said? Devin Haney and T.O., they are fighting August 16th.
You just put the game out there.
Yeah.
Now that is a big story, youngster.
Hell yeah.
That's bigger than all the other stories out there.
Like what?
Any story you can think of.
Yeah, because it was just signed like an hour ago. Seen it on Twitter.
If Devin Haney is fighting Teofimo Lopez on the same day that Tank Davis is supposed to be fighting Lamont Roach, how does that make sense? And then you have to ask, who decided to put that date out there for that fight? Specifically knowing that Tank Davis announced, well, not Tank, his team announced that same date.
But they said T.O. getting $11 million. I don't believe it.
T.O. said he don't, what did T.O. say about he ain't selling his soul?
Like, he apologized to Turkey.
But I don't think, what did he say about the $11 million?
I just seen the comment from, Hassan on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he getting $11 million.
Well, hey, man, this is what I'm saying about it's a big story. Because I was saying before T.O. and Lomachenko was about to fight, not Lomachenko, T.O. and Devin Haney got this fight established. It was supposed to be Boots and T.O., remember?
Yeah.
And I was like, they trying to do it in the same month as motherfucking Tank fight, remember?
Yeah.
I was on live like, damn, boy, that somebody trying to put shit on Tank, boy, cause nigga, they making it hard on Tank out here. Tank can't compete with that fight. Hey, that's a bigger fight than Lamont Roach. Just cause it's Tank don't mean it's not gonna be a big. You know what kind of card they gonna put together for that T.O. fight, brother?
Something crazy.
Something stupid.
Hell yeah.
Something stupid just to spite Tank. And I tell these people, big bank take little bank every day of the year.
Every day.
Every day of the month, the year, the universe, your lifetime, man. Big bank take little bank every time, bro.
You know what's crazy? I was sitting there talking to a Tank fan. Hold up, bro.
They gonna have to reschedule this fight. Me and Blunt was just talking about this, man. They gonna have to reschedule that Tank fight. These Tank fans so happy that they announced the so-called imaginary fight, forgetting that, you know, it's competition out here. And you niggas don't want to get down with Turkey. This nigga pulling gangster moves, nigga. This nigga is a stone cold gangster, if you ask me. That's some gangster shit, if you ask me. I love it. I love gangster shit, man. I'm corrupt.
I was talking to the Tank fan, and like, you know, he was ready to fight me.
See, you gotta stop talking to them niggas when they can't hold their emotions.
No, he was ready to fight me because I said I think Lamont Roach gonna beat Tank and he gonna retire.
You gotta stop talking to these niggas and telling your true emotions. It's 2025. Them niggas hate you when you tell the truth. You ain't know that?
But it's like, look, what you want to fight me for?
You can't talk boxing no more on the streets. Was it on the streets?
Shit, nah, it was in the locker rooms.
That's what I'm saying. That's the streets. That ain't on the internet.
Yeah.
So when you talk boxing, man, you got to know who you talking boxing with, bro.
Yeah.
You got a whole bunch. You got to think you young, homie. So you gonna be around a whole bunch of young niggas that ain't smart as you and mature as you, and they still kids, G. Like I grew up and was advanced for my age, so I would never fall into them type of trap. And I was raised around OGs and players, man, that taught me how to be cool in certain situations around niggas. You know, because niggas hate you for whatever you do, especially if you're smart. You know what I'm saying? If you smart, a dumb nigga will hate you to death.
Hell yeah.
You know, so a nigga
That's
hates you.
crazy.
A nigga told me one time, I was in the feds, man, you know, my room was right across from the microwave room, and I had forgot my seasoning pack. So I left my food in the microwave for like 10 seconds, just ran in the room and got my seasoning. Old Muslim dude, he like, hey, young nigga, you know what I'm saying, don't never leave your food unattended, man. I was like, man, I was right across the hall, man. He like, nah, man, niggas just hate. It's hate in this world. He like, motherfucker will hate you just because you walk cool. You know, if you got a cool ass walk, a nigga be like, look at this bitch ass nigga, he walk cool. I'm finna motherfucking spit in his food. And you come back, think you eating a motherfucking gourmet meal, nigga done spit in your shit and mixed it up for you. And you warm that shit up in the microwave and you eat that shit. Just cause a nigga hate the way you walk. And you think niggas don't hate the way you walk if you don't want, if you get haircuts on the regular, if you get nice clothes, and you get your little girlfriend or two, nigga gonna hate you, might want to kill you.
No bullshit.
Just for that. Only that. And you ain't never did nothing to them. You gonna be asking, why you doing this to me? Like a bitch.
So how you supposed to move if like a nigga wanna kill you just cause you?
That's your fault hanging around pussy niggas. You supposed to be concentrating on school anyway. The school is there for learning, not, you know what I'm saying? You can do the social with the ladies. If I socialize with anybody at school, if I can run the hands of time back, it'll be with the bitches. I'm not finna social. I'm finna, in matter of fact, I'm gonna find the smartest bitch in the class and become a nerd. But I know that the world is catered towards women now, and she gonna be a winner in the future. And she gonna be one of them so-called strong, independent black women. The niggas done been dogging her all her life, and she ain't gonna want no nigga until she about 50, and now she wanna have children. Well, I'm gonna catch her while she in school. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck on her, man. You know what I'm saying? Treat her nice and don't cheat on her. And try to go to college with that bitch. Yeah, man, we're gonna start a family. I'm gonna put some babies in her. And we're gonna live luxury. And then when we get old, we ain't gotta work no more. You know what I'm saying? But if you play now while you're young, you're going to have to work at my age when you're old. You know what I'm talking about? So you might as well get your education up and try to do whatever you're going to do and get your money up when you're young, homie. Stop playing with these pussy niggas and talking boxing with these niggas. You come on YouTube and talk boxing, man. It ain't like it used to be no more. You can't, you know what I'm saying, have a conversation with a motherfucker no more because everybody raised and think like they mommy. You know, mommy, you can't win no argument with mama. Even when she wrong, she right.
And you know, they hate to hear that. You tell a nigga that.
So that's how these niggas is, man. So you gotta understand that there and know that before. It's like you gotta play chess with these niggas. Sometimes you gotta agree to disagree with these niggas because that's the only way they gonna motherfucking get the conversation through is you agree with their point. You know, like, man, I'll be like, this how I do some niggas, man. I'll be like, boy, you might be right, but I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Now he disconnected. He like, man, you might be right. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that fight. Like, you know, I disagree with a lot of people, man. Yeah, you got disconnected. But yeah, I disagree with a lot of people, right? And as I got older, I had to understand that everybody don't like what I like, man. And just because I don't like, you know, high guard, come forward type of fighters, they exciting to watch, but I wouldn't teach my child how to fight like that. Because I love my child. I love my child, and people don't have children, so they don't know what love is, man. They just know that their mama got to do for them, because, bitch, you the one laid on your back and had me. I ain't asked to be here. But when you actually have your own child, you are responsible now for a life. Not just your pleasure is over with. You are now responsible for a life. Now you need to figure something out, you know what I'm saying, and become a man. But, you know, people want to, you know, still party and live their life and, you know, be free, but it's over with. And if you do that, you're a deadbeat to me. But, you know, the fathers don't be in the household a lot in our community. So you get a lot of ladies that raise these guys. And them niggas grow up acting just like mommy, I'm telling you. Until you get a guy like me out there that exposes that shit, you know, and then let a motherfucker look in the mirror at themselves and they be like, damn, maybe I do, if they an open-minded person. You know, just because you raised up in a single mother household don't mean you soft, because, you know, some mothers out there understand that these boys need men in their life. So they don't exclude the father and let the father, you know, have his way or at least see the child. You know what I'm saying? But you got women that keep the children away from the baby too. Away from the father. And them the terrible ones. Them the children that gonna always grow up sounding just like mama, loud and obnoxious. And they gonna either end up getting a homicide on their docket or getting killed or being just a bitch ass nigga through life.
That's unfortunate.
You know, that's just the way the shit been since the beginning though. You know, Cain and Abel. Cain was a pussy nigga. Boys be crying, what's up?
Wait, now, I got a question.
What's up?
So I remember one time, right, you told me men are never supposed to lose their temper, supposed to control your emotions.
Right. So,
like, is there ever a moment where you do lose your temper or have to?
All the time, because we human, right? But your goal in life is to play chess now. And you know you're an emotional person like I am. I find myself falling weak all the time, losing my temper. But I know that's considered weakness. You know what I'm saying? And I'm weak when I lose my temper, and I don't like being weak, so I'm a player. I try to be a player, and I try to, you know, see the shit coming now, like an anticipation of a punch. I try to see the bullshit coming. I see some niggas fighting across the hall. I'm not finna run over there and see who really fighting so I can get a better view and pull my camera out. I'm finna fall back and let them niggas fight just in case a nigga pulls some knives out or some guns out. And then here I go in the mix. I get caught in the crossfire. But if I sit back and step off in the cut and watch that shit from a distance, I'm gonna find out everything I need to know, because big mouth niggas tell everything, nigga. Man, you ain't see that fight? Where you was at? I got the video right here. And then you get to watch the video, and you know what I'm saying? That's when them niggas start shooting. Pop, pop, boy. If you was over there, boy, you would have got hit. You always get your big ass motherfucking way, all with the motherfucking fat ass cheek. You be trying to see all the fight. You would have got shot. Now you can just watch the video.
Yeah.
You know. I'm gonna tell you how it went play by play, even on the video right here. That nigga say Devin bet not run versus T.O.
Why not?
I'm trying to figure out why not. You better run. You better. What's up with these niggas don't want motherfuckers to survive?
Hey, you seen what Showbiz was talking about?
What he said?
What he been doing? He's made a petition to where, like, I don't know what it is, but like, to where niggas can't move around the ring as much, and like the ref gets more power to tell them to stop doing it.
You can't do that.
Wrong.
It'll never happen. Like it'll never happen.
They got a decent amount of signatures.
It'll never happen.
I don't think, that's stupid.
He's doing good. It's good publicity right there.
At the end of the day, that's like defending yourself, right?
It'll never happen, man. Forget about it.
Yeah.
These niggas risking their life in the ring and can die. It'll never happen. Forget about it. It'll never happen, homie.
You got Devin Haney or T.O.?
Like I said, man, I got T.O., man, if Devin Haney is still ruined. I've been saying Devin is ruined since the Ryan Garcia fight.
You still think he won?
Yep. I mean, he got to show me, homie. Like, you came out in this fight right here, and you did your thing, and I knew that was going to happen like that. I knew Devin was going to pick a fight, or his team was going to pick a fight that he can do that to. You can't do what he did in that last fight to everybody. That shit he did in this last fight, he can't do to T.O. He can't do that lateral shit, man. Even though they say T.O. can't handle lateral fighters, that's bullshit. T.O., like Blunt Sports said, and I agree with him, because there's a lot of fighters out there that step up to the level of their competition.
Yeah. Nah, but this is a pay to fight, man. Shakur, he gonna perform, yo.
Man, Shakur is taking this shit serious. You know what I want Shakur to do?
Fake like his hand hurt?
Of course, but I'm talking about, like, really lock into this fight, like, you know what I'm saying? Lock in and find fighters that fight like Cepeda. Constant pressure. Leave Keyshawn to concentrate on his Edwin De Los Santos fight. Let him spar all the guys you gave him a list of guys to go spar. Don't concentrate on helping him. You help yourself. And let Keyshawn figure this Edwin fight out by itself. Because I hear the comparisons, and they trying to say that Keyshawn will surpass Shakur. But if that's the case, you shouldn't help this brother, even as your brother. You should, let him do his thing and prove himself. Stop babying these guys, man. Get out there and show the world that you can do it without Terrence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson and Floyd coming over there whispering in your ear, giving you game. Shakur beat Edwin with one hand.
One hand. He beat him too.
Stood in front of him. They say he was running, man. Every time he stepped back, he got right back in front of Edwin. Every time.
Quite literally.
I'm talking about right back in front of him. Every time. And, Edwin couldn't figure that out.
He had Edwin on the back foot most of the time.
So, they can talk all day, but they don't want to go back and rewatch the film in front of their followers. Go back and watch that tape in front of your followers. Go back and watch these Tank fights, man. Go back and watch that Lamont Roach fight. I'm talking about the first six.
Hey,
please.
I was thinking about that too. So, look, when Tank fought Frank Martin, a month later they posted the full fight. Why they not posting this full fight?
Why would they?
What's going on, man?
He said Edwin wasn't on the back foot.
I said sometime during the fight he was.
Yeah, just like D1 said that Tank wasn't on the back foot in the Lamont Roach fight.
Definitely was.
He said Shakur was jumping back the whole fight. Okay, if he did that, I sure seen the fight too, and I seen him jump right back in front of Edwin every time he jumped back. So if he jumping right back in front of you the whole fight, why don't you time that? You know, if you swing at this man and you miss, he's gonna jump back, but he's definitely coming right back. So anticipate that. Use a little boxing IQ. Try to trick this man. You know, shout out to the guy that bought what's his name, Blair Cobb. He said that a long time ago he sparred Shakur Stevenson, and he said, man, he was younger, he was had less weight on him, and you know he felt like he did good in that Shakur spar. He said, man, but he would have to like do 2-3 punches in advance just to hit him with one. He used to have to do real awkward shit just to hit Shakur. You say that's why Mama Holyfield said Shakur jump back defense. Mama Holyfield can't talk. I don't know who Mama Holyfield is. You talking about Schofield Sr.? Yeah, well, if you talking about him, man, he can't talk. He can't talk at all about nobody stepping back. Because you stepped back from a couple fights. And now you stuck with a 5-year, $5 million buster. And yeah, man,
Yep.
what you gonna fight? One fight a year to get you $1 million a year? Or you gonna fight 2 or 3 fights a year like you usually used to do? You know, you gotta fight for $1 million. $5 million for 5 years, baby. You say give 100 to Just Do, let's go. You said Shakur stopping Cepeda. I gave 100 to Just Shakur going the distance. He got no power. I'ma holler at Just Do. I got his phone number. And if you lying to me, I'ma hide you. I'ma block you on Just Do channel, boys. Be crying.
Tell to a nigga in the chat.
Mm-hmm. I got Just Do phone number, homie. And I'm gonna go in his chat tomorrow, and I'm gonna ask him if you sent him $100 in advance like I usually do.
It's a lot of money.
And if you send him $100, then that's a bet. But I never made a bet saying Shakur was gonna stop Cepeda.
It's not a bad bet.
It's not a bad bet, but don't put words in my mouth. And don't you dare lie to me. Because I don't think you sent nothing to Just Do boxing. And I meant what I said when I said what I said. I say it again like I said it then. Ain't no shame in my game. I do my thing from Frisco to Maine, from San Fran to Japan. It's all about the money game with me. Hit my like, hit my subscribe. Get me up to 1 billion subscribers.
God damn, 1 billion?
I need the world to hear my voice, Craig. Now, like I said, boys be crying.
1 billion.
I'm gonna ask Just Do boxing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to click the main link when I ask him, because I don't want to type it in the chat. I want to ask him in front of everybody. Did boys that be crying send you $100? And if he says no, I'm gonna block you on his show. I ain't gonna time you out. I ain't gonna do none of that shit. I'm gonna block you on his show, and then I'm gonna come back, turn around, and block you on my show. Oh.
Damn.
Oh. Straighten me then. You know, I can stand a straighten boys that be crying. You said, now I said I'm gonna give 100 to Just.
It's not a bad bet. I do it.
That's not a bad bet.
That's not a bad bet at all.
What that say right there? at the top of my screen. What'd that say?
Oh shit. Flip flopping. God damn. He flip flopping.
Get your motherfucking ass out of my chat, nigga. Get your motherfucking dog ass out of here. You got me all worked up thinking I got me a motherfucking bet. Bitch ass nigga, don't be lying to me. I read everything, nigga. My mind work like that. Get your dog ass out of here. You lucky I ain't block your dog ass. Fuck you talking about you done already sent just do a motherfucking $100 for a fucking Cepeda bet. Bet, sucker! I've been trying to get bets everywhere, sucker. Fuck you think ain't nobody cemetery scary around this bitch. Hit that like button for me, nigga.
Damn.
Fuck out of here. Think I missed that shit. Nigga, I wouldn't have never said what I said if you ain't say what you said, sucker. I don't just talk for no fucking particular reason. If we use a big word, we know exactly what they mean on this page. Sucker. I'm very loquacious. Fuck out of here, man. What's wrong with these clowns? Man, you ain't see the earlier live, bro?
You said what?
You ain't see the earlier live?
Nah.
Nah,
I couldn't catch that one.
Bruh, it's a star. I got a stalker.
Oh shit.
I got a fucking stalker, man. This nigga Legacy Over Currency making troll pages and shit. Putting dick pictures on his troll page and everything, man, because I done blocked him. He mad because he can't come particulate on the show no more.
Strange motherfucker right there.
I'm talking about, man. Let me look at my motherfucking camera right quick, man. Hold on. Nigga got me paranoid, man. Better motherfucking stop dipping that cigarette, nigga. We don't want no fag none followers over here. It's a motherfucker that be going on fag none page, always trying to hit the live link and show his penis. Hey, he acting like he don't like that shit. Turn your camera on. I gotta see your camera. Why you tell the motherfucker you don't want the motherfucker to come on that show and put that shit on there? Hey, the lady had to tell me that he did that. Man, I was like, she was like, look at his profile picture. Because I wasn't studying it at first, right? So I clicked on his profile picture. Man, this man had to search the internet for this picture, bro. You had to go on some porn sites to search a picture of a dick, man. You searched the picture, you cropped it. You had to crop the dick. You understand? To put the shit in the thumbnail. The nigga had to crop the dick and just to put it in the thumbnail, man. This nigga over here cropping dicks. Ain't that a bitch?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, that's loony. Like, you need to get some help, brother. It ain't that serious, man. I told you the only way I unblock Legacy Over Currency or whatever the fuck he called himself now. He be changing his name. I said, all you got to do is either make a video or type in my chat with a troll page. I don't like rude exposure. I love rude exposure. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You got to say that 4 times. You know what I'm saying? And please unblock me at the end of it. And I'll unblock you.
I don't think you're doing that.
Hey, repeat what I just said. You think he can remember that?
I couldn't even remember. I don't know if he can.
All right, repeat after me. I don't like rude exposure.
I don't like rude exposure.
I love rude exposure.
Wait, what you mean, bro?
I love the page.
I love rude exposure page.
Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. 3 times.
Why I gotta say it, I get you somebody that say
it. Hey, bruh, that's the only way I'm gonna unblock that nigga, man.
Well, hold on.
That's the only way, bro. I don't like rude exposure. I love rude exposure. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Please unblock me. That's the only way.
Listen, bro. Fuck it.
Hmm?
I was gonna call somebody else. Put them on here, but nigga not answer.
You can't call no girls.
I can.
Man, you still ain't got you no girl, man. Hey, man,
Hell
I understand,
yeah,
bro. I understand, man. I used to know guys like that when I was your age.
Stop. I'm not one of them guys, man.
Yeah, I knew guys like you.
New guys like me.
Couldn't, you know, you weren't real good and comfortable. Your hands get sweaty when you get around the ladies.
Ain't never met a gangster nigga like me.
That's how I know. Cause I remember the earlier conversations. I don't forget nothing. I'm like an elephant. You lied to me and said you was working at Chuck E. Cheese. Remember?
But that's when I was that's when I was a YouTube troll, an internet.
Okay,
troll.
but even though you lied, it's 10% truth in all jokes. Remember that, right?
Yeah.
So you was lying saying you was working at Chuck E. Cheese. And, you know, I was like, boy, some bad bitches come up to Chuck E. Cheese. You like, yeah, but I be in my work outfit. Remember?
Yeah.
So the fact that you can't holler at a bitch in your Chuck E. Cheese outfit, let me know you ain't got no confidence in your game.
But look, all I'm saying is, who really doing that, though?
A player.
Ain't too many of them nowadays, bro.
Exactly.
Like, nobody is doing that.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I gotta be in a hard ass fit. At least in some out of my wardrobe.
Okay, well if you go to work bumming, okay, cool, man. You don't take your presentation serious, man. You supposed to be the best dressed in the job, man. Have your shit clean, man. You know, shoes nice, man. You know, haircut, man. You know, put the good smell on with the oils and shit, man. And greet the bitches with the smile. You know, well, you know, you weren't working there anyway, but you ain't no player, man. You know, people love charisma. Women love compliments. You know, you compliment them on their hair, and they man ain't complimented. And, you know, she just got her hair done. Them nigga ain't said shit about her hair, but you notice it. You're like, man, you got nice hair. You know what I'm saying? You take good care of your hair. I can see that. Oh, thank you. I just got it done. My boyfriend ain't say nothing, but that's okay. Thank you. I'm going to leave a tip for you. Yeah, man. You know, you might see her at the gas station real clean one night, you know, and she'll remember you. And then she'll see you in your little so-called slick garments, and you can talk and get the number probably. And you probably can fuck on the bitch if you know what I'm saying, you got a little game in your system. But you ain't got no confidence. You like Tank Davis.
Yeah, alright. Got all the confidence. And no, the first time you talked to me, you was right. I ain't had no business. Now, the game has changed. Especially for me.
Game tight, huh?
Hell yeah.
How much money you spend on them every week?
None.
Oh, man, you ain't got no girls.
I do got girls. They just don't need that from me right now.
How much they paying you? How much they paying you?
I don't want no money from them.
What you want from them?
Come on, lady. You know, come on, man.
See, you a youngster. You don't know no better. You know, you got.
As of right now, that's all you gonna want is you know what I'm saying?
No, cause see, that's what I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to learn you. New girls like you. They'll do what you say. If you say you got some girls, why don't you use your YouTube page and start some content with these girls, man? Y'all lied to me, said you had a party. I said, give me some footage of all the girls and your party. You know, you put it on your YouTube page, and you know what I'm saying, you might go viral, man. You ain't giving nobody no content. You got all these girls. You need to have a conversation with them. Like, listen, babe, got this little YouTube. Let me do a couple of interviews, man. I'll probably write a few scripts for you. Do some fake interviews, man. Just like they do the pop the balloon shit. That shit fake. You know, you got your girls, man. You got to talk to your girl, man. Try to help them get you on the top. Because if you know how to play chess, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you play chess, learn how to play chess. The queen is the most dangerous piece on the board. And niggas usually lose their bitch if they reckless and they be mad and upset, and they usually lose the game. But if you smart, you can play without your bitch, and you push your pawns right, you can get you another one. You get you another queen, and you start wrecking shit. But as long as you got some queens on the board, that's who you supposed to use. You ain't supposed to even think about trying to please these niggas. You got the girls, you know, you got a little charisma, you supposed to keep yourself clean and always, you know what I'm saying, keep it real with them and try to talk about money, because all girls love money, getting their hair done and shit like that. You know, you got to figure out a way to use them girls if they pretty, you know what I'm saying, to get on YouTube and do little interviews and dances or dance contests or interviews or anything, you know, little skits. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, man, you can think of, man. You know, you got to put them on there, a little 30-second video of her, you know what I'm saying, posing in a new outfit. You know what I'm saying? Anything, man. You got a YouTube page you don't even use. You talking about, man, put the link in the chat. I got a YouTube page.
Hold on, bro.
You ain't did shit with that motherfucking YouTube page, nigga.
But things have changed. Me and the guys, we doing shit now.
Man, them niggas ain't tried to do put no video on that YouTube page.
Look, niggas busy, bro.
Yeah, but you on YouTube right now, you could be in the house with the girl, you know what I'm saying, putting some footage out there, man, going live on your YouTube page, nigga, with your girl, talking shit, make her a co-host. You know, it'd be cool when you get a female on your show, man. You ain't gotta talk box, you can talk whatever, relationship, you know, I'm talking about anything, man. Start you a little channel, man. Get you some money out these girls. Them girls gonna take it to the top if she got her head on straight. If she fuck with you, she gonna do what you ask her to do. If you a player, you say you a player, nigga, you ain't no gangster. Them hoes don't want no motherfucking gangsters out there no more. Them niggas be in the penitentiary, nigga. You better get you some money and include her. So that's gonna make her feel like she's special.
Cool.
You niggas, the way you talk on my YouTube, that's how you supposed to talk on your YouTube page. You supposed to talk like that to your girl, man. You supposed to let her know ahead of time, man, we gonna be talking crazy to each other. Don't take it no offense, man. You might even
I do that all the time.
Yeah, you might want to put on YouTube and warn them before y'all go live. Be like, you know, there's boundaries right here. We don't talk about this. We don't talk about that. What's up? And she might be a go with it. Y'all put y'all, you know what I'm saying, a little information up there where to follow each other at on Instagram. Whatever you want to do, just build you some consistency. That's what Blue Blood told me to do. He told me to stay consistent.
Okay.
I had hit him in the DMs on the what you call it, in Instagram, and you know that's when I had first got out the feds back in 2019. I had asked him, I was like, hey man, I don't like going on people's shows and you know what I'm saying, asking to put my link in the chat. I want to build my shit up, ground up. I just got the fed. I wanted to get a little tip on how to, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You got a successful YouTube channel. Just give me a few tips on, you know what I'm saying, on what to do. You know, I was waiting on it because, you know, he always be like, I check my Instagram DMs all the time. You want to bet? I be checking them all the time. So I thought I'd come there, you know, slide in with a little slick question so niggas don't know I'm asking for a game, right?
Yeah.
I was just waiting, man. You know, he ain't never checked my shit, man. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, niggas started putting these posts out there. I got so many videos now. You know, I be tagging the nigga in the video. I'll go on this live. And you know what I'm saying? And then some shit happened with Deontay Wilder, right? When I sent that super chat to him, and then it just disappeared and he didn't get to ask my question. So, you know, I started tagging him in videos like, what's happening? And I can't wait to Deontay Wilder get back on your show, but that's the next time I'm going to pop up on your live. You know what I'm saying? But that's when he answered me in the Instagram, probably like a year later. A year or 2 years later, he's like, just stay consistent.
Okay.
You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
shit. Frank Martin did an interview.
Where?
Fight Hype.
Let me check it out.
Want to put the link in there?
Yeah, throw it in there. So everybody can see that shit. Everybody need to see it. I'm finna check it out. See what they talking about. Yeah, man. They got that fight on the same day. That's wicked, boy. They got that fight on the same day, boy. That's wicked, man. That's wicked, man. Let me see what motherfucker Frank Martin talking about, man. Let me see what Frank talking about.
Alright.
Oh, I got it slowed down. My bad. All right, run it.
Ron, good off FightHype.com. I'm here with my guy, Frank the Ghost Martin. Man, it seemed like, it's been just a little bit that you've been gone from the sport of boxing, and everybody's been wondering, are we gonna see?
I've been gone for a decade. You guys know.
I know you're a type of fighter that likes to fight 3 times a year. So I just had to catch up and just ask, man, what's life been right now? How's everything been going? And when the potential of seeing you come back.
I honestly just been chilling, man. I've been working in the meantime for a while. Even right after my fight, I had been in the gym, staying active and everything. So really, man, I just had been waiting on a call, basically, just to let me know when they get ready for a fight. I always try to stay ready, but I've been in the lab, man, just grinding, waiting on that call. We got something real soon. I can't put a date on it just yet, but in my head right now, and from the people I spoke with, we're gonna have something real soon.
Yeah, sometimes the boxing politics, right, gets kind of.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
So in this
case, if I can fight 3 times a year, man, I'll be back to back. Keep me busy, shit. I don't wanna, what I'm saying, just be sitting and being inactive. Like shit, keep me busy.
No.
And I'm gonna be ready every time it's time to fight.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've seen, and you take this in good faith, right? Because you seem like a guy, that takes humor really well. But I think Twitter, some people's been putting you on like a milk box and certain things. Like when you see those type of things, does it motivate you, or it's just kind of like,
It's both. You know what I'm saying? It motivate me, and then too, it's just like a lot of times people don't know what's going on. And then me, I'm quiet. I ain't really too much like. I ain't that internet guy like everybody want me to be. Shit, I'm me, man. You got to be around me to see what's going on, but it don't bother me. It's just like y'all don't even know what's going on, So it pissed me off more than anything, when people saying stuff. It's just like y'all don't even know shit. Like a lot of people think it's me just trying to be inactive and not trying to be busy, but that ain't even the case.
Yeah. I know it's an easy narrative, right? That people think you had your biggest fight, pay-per-view, things like that. And, you made a good amount of money, in that one particular fight. And it's like, all right, cool. Like that's it. And that's not the case. You've been calling, reaching out.
If I could, why stop with one fight? Why not keep running it up? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Like, who wouldn't just sit back and just be chilling? Hell no, I'm trying to run it up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. I'm trying to keep it going. And then too, just the inactivity as far as a fighter, that ain't in my favor, not being active. I want to be active. I'm 30. These next couple years, I want to be active as active as I can be. I want to be active.
Of course. You also told everyone that you're no longer fighting at 135 and you moving up to 140. So in specific details, just like, what is the reason? Is it the fact that you felt like 135 was pushing your body too much, or do you just feel like you would be able to be able to compete with certain guys and create great fights at 140?
Man, honestly, the last fight, even the fight before that, before the last fight, I lost the weight cut, and then just too, I'm getting bigger. I got a lot of muscle, everybody know that, just naturally, like without lifting weights and all that stuff. I'm just naturally, just my physique, just a strong stature. So I just feel like my last 2 weight cuts was real tough on me. My last fight, I got tired, probably like my legs after getting tired in probably like the 5th round, just from the weight cut and everything. So shit, I felt like my body shut down in that fight. So I was just like,
you a front runner, homie. They knew what you was, bro. What Tank said about Lamont Roach? And what happened back there? What was said? He ain't nothing with a front runner like everybody else that I fought. Huh? Yeah.
I'm gonna just move up to 140 and go from there. When I was amateur, I fought at 141. When I turned professional, I went down to 35, and I was gonna work my way back up. But I feel like I'm gonna just be more comfortable at 41 now. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to come across hell at 140, so whoever want it, you know what I'm saying, come get it.
Who? Yeah, I saw you put a tweet. It was something like, "Y'all gonna have a long day in hell if you think you're gonna touch some fighters up at 140." Yeah. I know that you want to fight all the top guys, right? And specifically the champions, right?
Who?
Is there just kind of a fighter that appeals a little bit more than the other? Is there like there's Tio, there's Richardson Hitchens, there's Gary Antoine and Alberto Puello.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like AB. Anybody can get it. Shit. It could be Hitchens, man. It could be Rowley, Haney. It could be any of them big names. Ryan. That'd be a good one. Me and Ryan was to put something down just because we got something in common. We both train with the same trainer, and
both got beat by Tank.
Shit, with us training with the same trainer and everything, I feel like it's a little story. It'll be a little story behind it.
No, both of y'all got beat by Tank. Both of y'all got stopped by Tank. That's what y'all got in common with each other. Both of y'all got paid, you know what I'm saying, to get beat up by Tank, man. That's what y'all got in common with that brother, bro.
So that'll be a fight too that I would like. Regis, any of them guys.
Regis.
How would that fight even go though? Like if you guys are with the same trainer, and I think he's at like 147 now. So like, how would that go?
I ain't sure. I ain't sure like far as the training side, but the weight size, we'll be able to do like a catch weight. Mm-hmm. I could do something. I'll go to like 144. Okay. I do a catch weight against some of the guys who like even Dev, like they done moved up to 147. I do a catch weight like 44. I ain't no small dude, so I could
catch weight, huh? So all kinds of catch weight shit going on around here, man. And Bill Haney back in the days, used to be mad at people, man. You got to stick to the weight division, man. We, you know what I'm saying, whatever weight division, you need to stop creating these weight divisions. My son fighter, he made the weight, goddamn, 135. He made 40. You know what I'm saying? He made a big deal about that, man. Niggas didn't make the motherfucking weight. We professionals. You know what I'm saying? We fighting these catch weights and shit. We fighting these catch weights, man. Fucking creating these catch weights, man. What's the next catch weight? 146.
No, I can meet them wherever they want to meet at.
I know there's also, because people don't, they don't know, but they kind of try to put pieces together. They see you over here in, Florida. They see you, around Buddy McGirt. But truth is, you're still with Derek James. And, and there's no, all right, I've lost this one fight, and now, I'm not with Derek James, right?
Yeah. So, basically, behind that right there, it's not, me and Derek, right, like we aren't, this next fight, we won't be training together. It's not because of me, of my loss or none of that. It's just, everything on our end is in good faith. It's no bad blood on my end, no bad blood on his end. But, I am going to be training with Buddy McGirt moving forward. I'm going to be training.
Hey, first of all, Derek was telling you some real shit in that fight, and you ain't listened to him because you a front runner, nigga. The shit he asked you to do, you did the opposite in the fight, homie. Let's get that straight right there. Yeah, man, get that shit straight for your boy. Derek was telling you the right shit to do, man. You went the opposite direction, ran right into that shit that Tank practiced in the locker room. Yes, you did.
Training with Buddy McGirt is my head, and a guy named Marcos from Dallas, moving forward for this next fight. So I'm just, I'm working,
Okay, so that's how the Ryan fight could happen. Buddy and Derek on the opposite ends then.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if
unless Ryan changes his trainer.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that situation though.
Might still not be a thing, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure though.
So what made you what you think about Buddy McGirt then? You know, as you
I
know,
like Buddy. I
yeah,
like Buddy, man. I like Buddy.
You like
His
Buddy?
work is, it's precise. Honestly, it's I feel like him and Derek. I wouldn't say like the training is similar, but it's just like the knowledge and the expertise of them as trainers. Like those guys on a high level, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So me training with him, I'm looking forward to seeing how I'm gonna grow and just get better. You know, which I know I am. I'm gonna grow, get better. You know, this next fight, I feel like this next fight more important than anything, just because everybody want to see how I'm gonna come back. You know, see how I'm gonna bounce back, see how I'm gonna do. I'm coming back to cause hell. You know, so when I come back, I want to put on the best. I want to get the fans the best. You know what I'm saying? Frank Martin that they can get and they can see. So you know, I feel like the collaboration with me and Buddy and then Marcos, I think is gonna be some artwork for sure.
you ever watch some of his classics like Tarver
Yeah,
and Roy Jones and
yeah,
stuff like his, you know.
yeah, yeah.
What do you think of him as a fighter as well? Not just a trainer that had those magical moments, but yeah.
Buddy could fight, you know. Buddy was slick. He was smooth. Like he was light on his feet. You know, he was good. You know, Buddy was slick. I like Buddy's style.
You know, I guess this is me kind of trying to put things together, but Buddy fought a guy from Norfolk, Virginia, you know, Pernell Whitaker, and there was a fight that seemed like you two were like this close, like literally you guys were this close in person. But you and Keyshawn, right? Like, you know, it was a fight that even after the Tank fight, he was like, hey, respect to Frank. You know, he wasn't going on like a trash talk. He's like, respect to him. He shows he's at this level. I'm trying to show him at this level. You know, let's make the fight. And obviously, Keyshawn was able to get a title. You know, you moved up to 140. But it seemed like it was a fight that was always going to happen at some point. And seeing now that
It's a fight that still, you know, it's still gonna happen.
mm-hmm.
You know, everybody pushing for the fight. I'm not fighting at 135 no more. I know he probably ain't gonna be at 135 for too long either, but
Yeah.
I ain't gonna stay at 135. So we can do something at 140. I'm with it. You know, I'm all go. I'm a green light. So
Okay.
I wish him the best in his next fight. You know, he get the dub and keep going. But I feel like De Los Santos a good fighter. I think he having some complications going on. People don't know about, but for the most part, man, he go and do what he's supposed to do against De Los Santos. Like, I'm with it. You know, we can make something happen, but it'll have to be at 140. I'm not going back down to 135.
I want to see you in that with De Los Santos. I wanted to see that more than the Keyshawn fight. I think Edwin and Pop, Frank. I want to see the rematch with Artem and Frank. I think Artem won that fight, but you know, hey, that knee took that knee, baby.
I mean, I know he the champion right now, but for me, if everybody want to see the fight happen, it got to be at 140 for me. You know, I want to be comfortable at the weight that I fight at.
Yeah, and obviously at that point it would be a more electrifying fight where, you know, both fighters feel fresh, right? In the sense
for sure.
You know,
and I think he will. You know, I think he'll come to 40. So I don't think
That's one thing I will give Frank. You look little and sick when you was facing off with Tank, man. That nigga made you flinch and some. You was hungry than some more. I'm talking about, boy, you fucked something up when you got a chance to eat something. I know you did, man, because you a big old dude. You got a lot of muscle mass, man. Like you say, you know, you need a lot more calories than Tank.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
You know, with that kind of you know, opportunity when you were able to fight for a world championship, you know, and it was able to fight what some people felt was, you know, the best champion at that particular time. What did you learn, like on a technical aspect, right? I know that you kind of discussed like your weight, you know, could have probably been more suited at 140.
To be honest, I ain't gonna lie to you. I be thinking about it. I ain't really thinking about my fight price after the fight. Look, if we been honest, man, just if I would have won that fight, there's so much I probably would learn that I learned with taking that L. You know, I learned a lot more taking that L than even if I would have got a win. From that fight, man, it's a lot. I learned a lot from just.
You got to tell us what you learned though. How you learn from getting knocked out? What did you learn from getting knocked out? You learned a lot. Just give us one thing you learned, brother. Let me see.
Being in the ring, the all the distractions that was going on around me, everything, just being on that big stage, how people can try to put you in a certain situation. Like, man, I learned.
No. You already knew it was going to be a lot of people at that fight. It's going to be big, bright lights and all that. We want to know what you learned in that fight from getting knocked out, like you said. Because I remember you said you got tired. You're a front runner, so you learned that you're a front runner. You knew you was a front runner. But you also learned that you are not on that level, brother. And you're not a good politician. Because you catch yourself up all the time, bro.
So much from the fight, so I'll never be on a stage that big again that I won't be ready or prepared for. It was a lot of outside of fighting, the fight. There was a lot of
nervous
shit in the background that was going on that kind of played on my mental no matter what. Like I knew going into that.
So which one was it? You nervous or you was tired? You said you got tired. You said you said you bought the bottle of beer at 11. Now you saying you bought it at 12. You done fucked up, G. You making excuses, and the man asked you what you learned. You said you learned a lot more from getting knocked out, from losing, that is, than you would if you had won the fight. If you would have won the fight, I guarantee you, Frank Martin, you would have learned a lot more, because the fight would have probably lasted longer, and you'd have got more, what you call it, data on Tank Davis. You'd have learned how to evade those wicked shots that you got caught with, But you didn't learn, and you probably woke up at the jewelry store. You love the jewelry. I can't believe I see the watch. What a chain that you bought after the fight, man. You was at the strip club making it rain, baby. Lamont Roach did a way better job than you, but, they say that Devin Haney's ruined. We don't know what you're going to be like at 140, brother.
That fight, it was going to be a lot of stuff like that going on, but I was just blocking it out. Mentally, I'm super strong, so everything that was going on, I'm just knowing, they're trying to fuck with me mentally. They're trying to do this, they're trying to do that. So I was just trying to keep that blocked out of my head. But, in reality, it was still certain things fucking with me in my mind. But, moving forward, it's a lot that I learned from that fight. So the stage.
Yeah, that stage, man, got you rubbing your eyeballs, man. That's what the babies do when they sleepy. But, come on, man. That's excuses. Let me hear what you got to say.
The magnitude, it would never be that big again. As far as fighting another fighter, I feel like at that stage, I got to experience it, and moving forward, shit, everybody else, they gotta, shit, what I went through, they gotta go through what I went through. Whoever fight me, they gonna go through what I went through.
Yeah, right.
You speak about, it sounds like just fighting on a big stage, right? You probably were training real well. You were boxing really well. A lot of people feeling like essentially if the fight went the distance, it was slowly favoring in your fashion until, things changed towards the end. But for the most part, that big stage feeling that you kind of speak of, did that actually affect your actual fighting though? I guess
I don't think that it affected the fight. I don't think it affected my fight because I was so locked in, man, on winning. I wanted that spot, I wanted that position, so I was really so focused on winning. But like when I think back, like me just being in the ring, like I blocked everything out, you know, from the time I walked in the ring and everything. But like to this day, I don't know if me getting tired in the fight was because of the atmosphere and all of that, and just the nervousness of the fight, or was it because I lost all of the weight that I lost? It's a mixture. It's been on my mind. Like not now, but it's just been one of them things. Like, damn, was it the magnitude of the fight that got me more tired, or was it the weight cut? You know, it's one of them things. Like, I don't know what it was, but shit, I'm moving up because I felt like it possibly could have been the weight.
Clean it up,
and it could have been a crowd. You know, it could be both.
Clean it up.
You know, I appreciate your transparency because, you know, a lot of times you hear people speak about things like that, and I believe you're being genuine. So when you take that, you know, experience into the next fight, is it just the fact that you're kind of just comfortable to perform essentially in front of, regardless of the magnitude of the size, right? Like it's like the first time you box, but then you bring your friends and family, and you're like, all right, I've been practicing in the gym, but
it's like you do more. I ain't gonna lie, like if you go watch my fights, like that fight, I was more like I wasn't me, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't relaxed like I needed to be relaxed. I wasn't really like, you know, like I wasn't me. You know, I'm fighting one of the biggest names in the sport. And then too, like we got history already. So I wasn't all the way, you know, where I'm supposed to be in that fight either. So
what would you say like was the difference? Because, you know, you guys sparred and, you know, I know kind of, we talked about how the sparring essentially went, but either or, was there a difference from like Tank that you saw from sparring? Like, did he have like a different, or did it just still felt, because you know you guys had a good sparring match?
My fight, like to be honest, the fight wasn't a hard fight. The fight wasn't like a fight like where I was just like, damn, like I can't do nothing. It is just a hard fight. It was just like more of I was fighting like I felt like urgency. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wasn't me. I wasn't comfortable in the ring. I was fighting more like anxious.
Nigga, you was scared, nigga. Just say that shit, man. You had fear. You was in that bitch. You already made the nigga done made you flinch. You know what I'm saying? And practiced the knockout move in the locker room. They knew you was dead meat, man. You was scared, bro. You was in that bitch anxious because you motherfucker knew this nigga was trying to knock your head off, nigga. And you knew that power is different than the sparring. You ain't answer his question.
Just, you know, instead of just being relaxed and comfortable doing me, like I ain't fighting my fight in that fight.
Did you feel like you were ahead on the scorecards? Because I know the fight Saturday with Caleb Plant, it seemed like he's not saying you, but like he's been considered like a front runner. So it seems like he would try to pout and win the early rounds, and then if he makes it through the second half, because he thought he won 7-5, and he's thinking, all right, I won 5 out of 6. Talk. You said what?
Caleb talk.
Yeah, like Caleb thought he won 7 out of 5, so he kind of was like, I banked 5 here, and I had at least banked 1 or 2 in the second half. So, you know, did you feel like you were ahead and you had to kind of like do, you know what I mean, like because you're fighting Tank, the A side.
Yeah, no, I know one thing about it. Like fighting him is like, honestly, I feel like even if the fight would have went the distance, they still wouldn't have gave me the fight. I feel like they still was gonna take it from me. You know, no, I know one thing about it. Like fighting him is like, honestly, I feel like even if the fight would have went the distance, they still wouldn't have gave me the fight. I feel like they still was gonna take it from me. Yeah, no, I know one thing about it. Like fighting him is like, honestly, I feel like even if the fight would have went the distance, they still wouldn't have gave me the fight. I feel like they still was gonna take it from me. You know, because at the end of the day, that's their star. You know, that's who making them the money. Like it's a couple fighters, you know, that's big names that's bringing in the most money, right? So yeah.
That sound like that Lamont Roach shit that Tank told him. They ain't gonna give it to you. You ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win, nigga. Why not?
They ain't knocking these motherfuckers out. Like they gonna take it from you every time. So even if I feel like even if I the fight would have went the distance, they still would have took that fight from me. You know, even when I got dropped, you know, my 10 count was so fast. The 10 count was super fast. I had the same ref Devin Haney had. You know, even when I got dropped, you know, my 10 count was so fast. The 10 count was super fast.
Hold on, you talking too fast for me, man. Texas boys, don't you worry about a thing. Got some for the Texas boys, man.
I had the same ref Devin fast. You know, even when I got dropped, you know, my 10 count was so fast. The 10 count was super fast. I had the same ref Devin Haney had. The 10 count was super fast. I had the same ref Devin Haney had when he fought Ryan and he gave Devin a million chances. You know, I get dropped, I stand up on my own, I do everything. He counted me out. I could have grabbed, I could have did everything to shake back, but he counted me out.
My last thing on it is like, what do you, since the fight's over, and I know that fighters have respect for each other, and I know, he has respect for you, you have respect afterwards, like a brotherhood thing. But what do you think about him as a fighter? Do you think he's the best at 135?
Yeah, I think Tank nice. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Tank as a person. I know he go through like, boxing, everything, you know what I'm saying, it's fake. You know, from the fans to the people in the sport, like all this shit is fake. You know, so I can like feel like.
Whoa. Did he just call y'all fake? Hey, Juice, that man called you fake, man. I know he couldn't be talking about me because I ain't fake, but I was like, damn, he talking to y'all. Hey, you gonna talk to these brothers like that, man? What they fake about? Oh, about that Shakur situation and that man called you a bitch and nigga was on Shakur's side? I don't know what you calling people fake for, brother.
If you notice, he don't really be in the media or none of that much. You know, in the fight time, he gonna tap in and do what he's supposed to do, or he gonna do his little tweets when it's fight time. But for the most part, he don't really be fucking with a lot of people on the boxing scene because it's just like it's fake. You know, it's all fake. So just as a person, I like dude. You know, I ain't got no bad blood towards him. You know, he got the win and shit. I wish him the best on everything he got going moving forward.
Wow. This guy is funny. You hear me? That was a good little interview, man. Shout out to Fight Hype, man. Boy, hey, man, what more can you say? You know? He was tired at first, then, it got down to, it was the crowd. It was the atmosphere. Which one is it, man? You gotta pick one. Could have been both. Like you said, man, you in your 30s, man. You know what I'm saying? So you want to get these fights, man. You up there at 140, brother. You are up there at 140, brother. So I don't know what to tell you, G. We want to see you in some. I wanted to see you fight Edwin De Los Santos. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that's who y'all was gonna fight at first, man. I thought that was the fight, man. We wanted to see that, brother. We wanted to see that fight, man. That would have been fire. That was a hell of a five punch combo you got caught with from Tank Davis, man. Tank ruin you now. He got power. So I got to see how Frank perform at 140 now, going up in weight. That could be a good thing because you was looking bad, man, before that fight. You was looking like Devin Haney when he was at 135, boy. You was hungry than a mother lover. You was hungry, boy. Them lips was white, like you ate a powdered donut, nigga. Hey man, I gotta put my boy back on the map, man. You know, it wouldn't be a show if I ain't let motherfucking Coach Kenny go. You know, Lamont Roach didn't feel Tank Power, y'all.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Huh.
Oh shit.
So that's,
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now. I wish you could elaborate, but
No. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
Okay.
They'll
Okay.
understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So that's,
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So
Yo.
okay. Is that so? The camp now.
What are you talking about?
He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So that's, I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now.
What the fuck you laughing for? What you mean he ain't take Tank Power, nigga? That nigga hit him with everything he got in one of them sequences that I clipped. A Stone Cold Anita Baker song, if you ask me. Giving you the best that I got, baby. That's on everything. On my wedding ring, I'm giving you the best that I got, baby. Yeah, man, you gave him the best shot. Lamont Roach stood up like, man, that's all you got, brother? Especially after he took that knee, man. He came out that bitch with, yeah, You know what I'm saying? And he got his button pushed right there, boy. Yeah, man, Tank had it. That's how Tank look when he get that button pushed, nigga. He didn't get his button pushed. What are he talking about, man? He ain't feel his power, man. I know what's name came here earlier talking about Tank was on Tank ain't take no drugs for that fight. All right, that ain't what that means. That's what he was talking about. They still fuck with Tank, right? I remember Turkey Out of Sheep sent them boys up there to up in gym now. You know, Tank didn't like that. You know, I don't know. Tank might not fuck with Tank. I think Tank. I can't prove it. I think Tank made them niggas on the Ride podcast stop saying his name. I can't prove it, man. It just sounds suspicious. You keep saying him and Bow and them, him, he, one and only. Say that man's name, man. Say it, man. Man, you Tank, nigga. You make me not say this nigga name on the motherfucking podcast, nigga. It's my motherfucking podcast. Fuck that nigga, then I can't say your name, nigga. Hey, yo, this is Smoothie King. Yo, we finna flip the script on the Rise podcast, yo. We finna flip the script on the Rise podcast. Right back at ya. We finna flip the script on the Rise podcast, yo. Yo, man. Yo, hey, senior. Yo, what's up, Smoothie? Yo, fuck Tank, G. Fuck that nigga, man. Nigga won't make no more appearances. He over there talking about we can't say his motherfucking name, yo. Yo, we about to flip the script on the Rise podcast, yo. We about to flip the script on the Rise. Right back at ya. Yeah, man, that nigga probably, man, go off on Tank, man. You know, Smoothie King, boy, he can't help himself, man. He'll snap on you. He told Just Do his hate over love. You know what I'm saying? That nigga defend Tank, though. I give him that. You know, when you from Baltimore, you supposed to root for Tank, for real. Tank like a hero. He already said he fucked the fame. Fuck the Hall of Fame. Fuck all that shit, nigga. I'm a legend in my hood. Niggas be happy to be legends in neighborhoods, man, that white people own. It's funny to me. You know, that's it, man. You know, Coach Kenny said it, man. You know, he ain't feel Tank power. He ain't take Tank power, man. You know, that's all he said. That's all I'm gonna say. Why? That's all you gonna say, man? That's cold blooded, man. Coach Kenny, man, you ain't right. Man, run that shit back one more time, man. I gotta hear this shit again, man.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now.
I'm gonna say one.
I wish you could elaborate, but
no. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
Okay.
They understand in the future.
My bad. Hold on, run that bitch back.
No, I get it.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Is that so? The camp now. I wish you could elaborate, but
no. Let's leave that alone. Let's move on to the next.
Okay.
They understand in the future.
Okay. No, I get it.
Come on, Coach Kenny.
I'm gonna say one thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to speak on it no more. He didn't take Tank's power.
Oh shit.
Oh Lord, you say see, I go to conspiracy. You say he ain't take Tank's best batch of steroid. Man, Tank ain't on that clear, man. Don't say Tank on the clear. He on the clear? You know, he was okay with Ryan Garcia beating up Devin on that Osterine. You know, he came up to the road talking about, fight me, bitch. With a shirt on. Talking about, fight me, bitch. They laughing and kicking it and shit. What he told the reporter, man, when Ryan Garcia was about to fight Tank. They asked Tank, it's like, why you think he ain't taking the tune-up? He probably just cycling off something. You know, all nonchalant and shit. You too nonchalant by the drug chief, man. Everybody been suspicious of Ryan Garcia except the new school fools. You know, he was over there with Eddie Reynoso. You heard Canelo earlier. He talking about, man, you know, Eddie's just a trainer. He ain't involved in all that. Nah. We feed the fighters. That's what we do. We fed the fighters with tainted meat. We didn't know. No. How much Clenbuterol you taking for each fighter? You know, you can still take. Hey, man, we've been making, like, ever since Canelo popped for Clenbuterol, we've been making video after. Matter of fact, I'm finna do a timestamp show. I'm finna go way back for about, how long ago was that shit? That shit was so damn long ago, man. We got plenty. Matter of fact, let me make sure I find it on here first. Yeah, for sure. Alright, let me see. Yeah, man, you know, we've been talking about that. That's nothing new, Bird. You say they doing the Frankenstein operation on Tank as we speak. Man, they just said that T.O. and that Devin Haney fight is on the same day as the Tank fight, ain't it? If that's the case, that's cold-blooded. Yo.
That nigga was like, man, where this nigga Blunt at, man? Where he at?
Who that?
I heard you, nigga. That's what you said.
When I said that, I gotta rewind the track.
You still alive, ain't it?
Yeah, I gotta rewind the track and see when I said that.
I heard that shit. What's the word, though?
I just heard the T.O. and the Devin Haney fight was official, and it's on the same day as the Tank fight.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, though.
I like it.
I don't.
Why not?
Well, I mean, if it's in Saudi Arabia, you know, them fight cards don't be on, like, after, like, 9, so I guess you get a full day of boxing.
It's competition.
It is competition.
It's going on and move your fight back again type shit.
Yeah, you know that shit ain't gonna do better than that Tank and Rose shit though.
Hey man, depending on the undercard, man, you know Turkey got the bag.
You got the biggest bag.
You know, don't underestimate Turkey.
That's true.
Don't you do it. Don't you dare do it. Don't you double dog dare do it.
Bro, so what you been talking about though?
Man, some of this, some of that, man. You know, we just kicking the shit, man. What you got on your mind?
I was finished. I was listening to before I called back in. I was listening to Victor saying Tank was gonna walk Shakur down like he did Frank Martin.
Right. That nigga don't know nothing. That nigga don't know nothing, man. He just be talking shit, bro. I made that nigga say Tank was cemetery scary.
Yeah, we need to get him to hit the bat line, bro.
He'll never. Because he know what he said. Hey, Vic, hit the bat line, Vic.
That shit funny to me, boy.
Vic, he's just a character, bro. That's all. That's the only reason they got that nigga on that motherfucking page, man.
He for sure a character, boy. Go ahead, sleepy as hell, ain't it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Man, I've been up since 7 in the morning, bro.
Go ahead and lay it down, bro.
It's over with after I get off with you.
I'm gone. You need to get your sleep, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking for one more video, man. Once I find that, it's over with.
All right, then, man. I'll tap back in with you tomorrow.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yeah, I gotta find this video, man. I can't go without finding this video. Was it on Rude Exposed? Let me see. You know, I had to go check Part Twice first. You know, I'm just kicking it though. I ain't really got to get off no damn live. I don't want to. You know, I'm super nigga. Up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a ton of cocaine being dropped from a plane. Could it be my lucky day? Could it be them feds watching? If they is, then no well, let them cracker keep watching, cause I'm going for mine. I've been broke for a long time, tired of eating Popeye's chicken. I wanna eat a lion, a shark, my nigga something exotic. Yeah, man, we on that super nigga time. They call me who? And where this motherfucker at, boy. Once I see the thumbnail, I already know. That's what I want to download, that thumbnail again. I'm going to bring that back to life. I might have had it within the goddamn. No, I had that shit as a thumbnail. I ain't crazy. Once that shit was on the page, they deleted. I done had pages deleted and everything, man. Motherfucker YouTube, hell, boy. You can't talk about the people that killed Jesus, boy. They'll get you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They'll shadow bang your ass, too. You know. You can talk about killing niggas, man, you know, but, you can talk about all that other shit. Don't you talk about them people, man. They're gonna get you. They gonna get your ass, boy. They got me. You know, I'm righteous. I ain't gonna preach nothing that ain't happened before. Hey, man. Coach Kenny, man, you need to stop that. Somebody ain't feel his power. Now you got people looking all suspicious. Like, what the fuck you mean, man? Yeah, if they beefing, he might come out with a tell-all story. Him and Coach Calvin and monetize that shit. I want to be the first to check it out. That'll be sick. You know, Turkey fucking with the up and gym though, so you know that's the enemy. That's y'all op. Or you just, you know what I'm saying, doing a PB, publicity stunt. That was a publicity stunt. Okay. You know, that's what you say. Shit. Oh, they got that Victorville share. Let me download that too. Yeah, man. That's when Ryan Garcia first did the Victorville shell, man. You didn't know that? Yeah, I did it twice. It's okay. I ain't know where I'm at. I'm gonna find this motherfucking video. I ain't gonna get away like that. You know. Suleiman, you raise the level. You raise the level of computer all so they can still take that shit. It's like drinking 10 cups of coffee. Yeah, man, you drink 1 cup over here. That Colombian, and you geek. So imagine, man, 10 cups? Nigga, I freak out in this bitch. Man, this bitch having a fit. Tweaking, nigga. Man, where the fuck is this video, man? I'm gonna find that shit, man. I can't go without it. Yeah, man. Canelo, you was on that computer all heavy, boy. You pop for tainted meat. You know what I'm saying? It's too much for me, man. You pop multiple, man, I'm talking about, man, ain't no telling how many times this man did whatever the fuck to get away with murder. He might have did all kind of fucked up shit, man. I don't trust nobody that pop dirty. Now, he ain't gonna tell me you just did that shit one time and then bang. You say Tank, Rosedale, T.O., same day, different hours. Ain't nobody buying no midday Saudi pay-per-view. Shit, it depend on that motherfucking card. Motherfucking Turkey put them motherfucking top dollar up there. Put boots on that bitch or something, nigga. Y'all gonna watch that shit, cause I'm sure not gonna watch it. Yeah, man, that motherfucking card, man. These boys got big money, man. I got big money. I drive big cars. Everybody know me. It's like I'm a movie star. Late at night, something ain't right. Feel I'm being tailed by the same sucker headlight. You know, the boy got money. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's gonna be a long day in hell. Before the little bank take the big bank. It's always big bank take little bank, man. Boy, put a hellified card. You know Turkey will do it. He'll put a freaky fight together for this shit. That's some stole competition type shit they finna do. They finna pay some top dollars for that card on that day. They gonna have to put a great undercard together for that. Shit. I don't know why not. You fighting on the same day as Tank? That's a message. That's a stone cold message, man. I do what I want to do. You gonna bow down to me one way or the other. I'm over here trying to throw your ass a super bag because you the so-called face of boxing and you don't want the bag now. All of a sudden now you want, yeah, okay, you don't want the bag. You got that. You got it, brother. Fuck that, man. We ain't going out like that. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm finna end this live, man. Before I end this live, man, you already know, man, we gotta play a little video, man. You know, I'm tired of Coach Kenny, man. We got other videos other than Coach Kenny, man. Shout out to all them boys out there that hit that like button for me, man. Yeah, this shit is wild, man. They be on that Will Smith shit. Yeah. They on that Will Smith shit, bro, so. Big Willie. He say, make toast for me. Y'all niggas toasting the big Willie, nigga. That's how I be looking at motherfuckers when they be talking that goddamn boxing, that weak ass boxing talk. I'm like, man, if you don't, man, come on, man, stop it. You're not even that type of rapper, Will Smith. You ain't in that type of rapper, bro. You'll get pressed in the penitentiary, nigga, especially because you're a celebrity. Imagine when they let P. Diddy out the general population, man. Somebody gonna press that nigga some type of way, either with finesse or by force, because he got a lot of money still now. You know, you send this here to this account, send this here to that account. Well, I got you. Peace. I'm over here to try to protect your bitch ass, and I do it for a fee. Now, I understand you done already done sent me $500, and we're going to have to do this every single month. And if you want this protection, them niggas ain't going to fuck with me. And I run this motherfucking unit. Fuck the police. You go to the police you want to, they going to come back and tell me. And I got all kind of connections on the streets, too. Probably connections you think I don't even know about, nigga. You don't know who the fuck I'm is, boy. I know you don't. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself to me. And you can take it for granted, and you can go out there with that New York Diddy Bop shit and get yourself fucked on in the shower or out. And you probably gonna love it with that take that shit. And how you gonna pay me $500 because that's the fee you done set. And you're going to give it to me every single month till you bond out a motherfucking get a pill or go to PC, bitch. And we're going to send a kite to all the penitentiaries all across the federal goddamn bureau and let everybody know that you ducking on me. And you won't give me my money. Now what is you going to do, PC? I'm over here to try to protect your